Have you ever had this amazing creative idea stuck in your head, but you just couldn't get it out onto the page? Well, you're going to want to see this. Today, we are taking a look at Leonardo AI, a creative suite that's basically putting a full-blown art studio into everyone's hands. Let's dive in and see how it all works. Okay, this phrase, creativity, unleashed, really gets right to the heart of what this is all about. This isn't just about making pretty pictures. Nope. It's about closing that gap between an idea in your mind and a real professional-looking visual you can actually use. It's for seasoned artists for sure, but it's also for anyone who's ever thought, man, I wish I could just draw what I'm thinking. So here's the game plan for our little tour. First, we'll nail down the big idea. Then we'll get our hands dirty with the core creative tools. After that, we'll explore how you can find your own unique style, see who's already using this thing, and finally, tap into the awesome community that's built around it. All right, let's kick things off with that big idea. Creativity unleashed. So what exactly is Leonardo AI? Because if you're thinking it's just another AI image generator, you're really only seeing a tiny piece of the puzzle. The real key here is that phrase, suite of tools. This is less like a single app and way more like a complete digital art studio. It's built from the ground up to create amazing-looking visuals fast. And this part is so important, with style consistency. That means if you create a character, you can easily make more images of them in new poses, with new backgrounds, and everything will have that same exact look and feel. Now, let's get to the fun part, the core creative toolkit. Pretty much everything you're going to make on the platform is built on these three fundamental pillars. First up, image generation. This is where the magic really begins. You just describe what you're imagining, using plain English, and the AI literally translates your words into a picture. It's simple enough to use in just a few seconds, but it's also packed with all the advanced knobs and dials a pro would need to get that image just right. Next, you've got the AI canvas. Think of this as your editing bay. It's not just about making an image, it's about perfecting it. You can erase things you don't like, seamlessly expand the picture in any direction. You can tweak and fine-tune every single pixel. It gives you total creative control over that final result. And the third pillar, well, this one's a game changer for anyone working in 3D, texture generation. You just upload a plain 3D model, and the AI is smart enough to design and wrap a super detailed texture all around it. Work that used to take hours of painstaking manual effort can now be done in literally minutes. It's kind of mind-blowing. So, we've seen the tools. Now, let's talk about style. This is where you get to switch from just being a user to being a true art director, using what Leonardo calls fine-tuned models. The best way to think of these models is like having a bunch of specialized artists on call, or maybe like different camera lenses. Each one is an expert in a very specific look. You want something that looks like a real photograph? Bam, you choose photoreal. Want that epic, widescreen cinematic vibe? There's Kino XL for that. From anime to 3D animation to vintage photos, you can instantly set the whole mood and style of your work before you even type a single word. Okay, so that's the what. Let's jump into the who. Who is all this amazing tech actually for, and what are people making with it? So who's using this? The short answer is a lot of people. We're talking over 18 million creators. This is not some niche tool for a handful of specialists. It's a massive worldwide ecosystem of artists, developers, marketers, designers, you name it. And what they're doing with it is just incredible. You've got game developers creating entire worlds of assets, marketers designing eye-popping ad campaigns, and architects visualizing buildings before a single brick is laid. From character design to product photography, the uses are just all over the map. I love this quote from a user. It just nails it. Photoshop on steroids. That perfectly captures the feeling, right? You're taking a creative process you already know and just cranking the power and speed up to 11, letting you create these incredibly detailed visuals in a tiny fraction of the time. And finally, let's wrap this up by talking about the community. Because one of the best parts about Leonardo AI is that you are absolutely not creating in a vacuum. A huge piece of this whole experience is the community itself. With over 4 million members on Discord alone, it's one of the biggest and, frankly, most supportive creative AI hubs you'll find anywhere. And that means you're never really stuck. You can get instant feedback on your work, find endless inspiration, and learn cool new tricks from people all over the world. So after seeing the tools, the styles, the real-world uses, and the massive community behind it all, there's really only one question left, isn't there? Are you ready to create the impossible?
If the answer is yes, then getting started couldn't be easier. To begin your own creative journey, just follow the direct link to Leonardo AI that we've put right in the description for you. Thanks for hanging out with us for this explainer.